The King's Trumpets. What a fun lesson. On this one, I'm going to start by drawing a vertical line very lightly down the side of your paper. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, just kind of sketch it. It's going to be over here on the side of your paper, all right? And then we're going to put all these trumpets coming out over here announcing the arrival of the king. So the trumpets are going to be placed. I'm going to put one trumpet up here, about right here at the top of your screen here. And make sure it's on the edge of your paper. I'm lining my drawing up with the side of your screen. Now the top trumpet will be up here, so I'm going to put a window, put 3 windows. I'll put a window right here, okay, and then coming down, it's a foreshortened circle. See how that's squished? It's around on the side. Then over here, I'll put another foreshortened circle. These will be the openings where the trumpets come out of the picture. And then down here, I'll put another foreshortened circle. Get them pretty close to the same size, but if they don't match exactly, that's all right. Look at the space is different. That's all right. We'll just kind of shape the drawing as we go. Now, this will be the side of the tower, and the trumpets will be coming out over here. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to draw this trumpet coming out here. Draw this trumpet, announcing the arrival of the king. The king is home. The bugles proclaim. Okay, I'm going to draw this trumpet here, and it's going to fan out. All right, and then I'm going to put a foreshortened circle at the end over here. All right, so look at this line. Come on, and zoom out just a bit. We get that whole page right there. Good. Look at that. So there's the building. We blocked it in. We have our windows. There's the top trumpet. All these trumpeters are announcing the arrival of the king. What stories you could make with your pictures. Now, I'm not going to draw it too dark yet, because I want to hang this really neat, like a ribbon or a fabric over the edge. But let's go ahead and line up these trumpets. You can have each one of them getting short and one getting long if you want. I think I'm going to have them all be the same length, so I'm going to line them all up just like that. And then I'm going to follow the guideline from the top trumpet here, and I'll draw another trumpet coming out, about like that. Blocking it out, just sketching, scribbling, being real loose. Taper it out here. Draw that foreshortened circle. As it moves away from you, that trumpet edge is foreshortened. Okay, so there's 1 trumpet, 2 trumpets, and of course we're going to have them. All the music is going to be coming out of here, right? It's going to be dun 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 dun. Really, loud music. Okay, some short and some long lines. All right, and we'll add more detail in just a second. But what I want to do here is add the 3rd trumpet down here, down at the bottom. All right, so about right in the middle, a little above the middle, following the angle of the other trumpets. There it's coming out of the side of the building. And your eye likes to see odd numbers. There's 3 here. See, instead of just having 2, I'll have 3. Your eye finds that pleasing. At least my eye does. And when I was learning, my teacher taught me how to draw things in odd numbers. Your eye likes that pattern. I don't know the science behind it, but I do know that it seems to work. And if it looks right, it is right. All right, so we'll darken in these details. Go ahead and pull out just a bit so we can see these trumpets. There we go. We'll clean that up in just a second. Now, let's start with the top one. I'm going to take this fabric, take like a ribbon. Back in the old days, they used to have these ribbon coming out and wrapping over horses and wrapping over their towers and castles and trumpets. Can you zoom in just a bit? Let's take a look at this. Zoom in just a bit. Keep coming in right there. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this ribbon, wrap it over the top of the trumpet, then I'm going to curve it up so it's kind of curving in the wind. Then I'll kind of overlap the top, see this cloth here, and that'll be the thickness of the ribbon. Now following the trumpet back, I'm going to darken in the detail of the trumpet. All right, and then the ribbon comes behind the trumpet. Now remember the bottom of the box? Remember how if you were to draw a box, see this would be the bottom line over here and going in direction northwest, and this goes in northeast. Well, I'm going to use this guideline. This ribbon comes down here and it curves up behind it, smaller. This is closer, and that's further away, okay? This is larger, that's smaller. This curves up, it curves down, little ribbon there. You see that? Go ahead and zoom in so we can see this, what I'm doing here a little bit better. Right there, good, perfect. Now, I'm going to make this get smaller as it moves away. Go ahead and curve this. Now remember, if I go too fast, you just push pause. Now right here, draw that peekaboo line. See how that comes down around there? Look at this, comes curving around. Tuck it in there, okay? And then let's work on the trumpet now. I'm going to flare out the end of it. Then I want to draw that foreshortened circle. I'll kind of squeeze that together a little bit here. And then here's that wonderful noise, some short, some long lines announcing the arrival. Well, this is very Seussish right here. That's how Seuss would make the drawing. In fact, he would take it and put some shadow behind here to make that really coming out bright like this. And maybe take his thumb and blend it. Oh, hey, remember, you got to have the trumpeter. Go ahead and pull back so we can see the picture again. Go ahead and zoom out just a bit right there. Now remember, the trumpeter's back here blowing the music, the arrival of the king. And so look at some of this drool spitting out from here. See, he's blah. I don't think a drawing's complete until you have a little bit of drool. Okay, excuse me. Now, going up to the left, let's draw this line right here. Draw that line to the left. Now go ahead and zoom in just a bit. We'll draw this, curve this down a bit so you can see that's good right there. Let's curve to the left, follow the guideline, Look at that, isn't that neat? Now, let's start with the shading. Let's go ahead, take our pencil. I'm going to get a sharper one here. There we go. I'm going to take this. I want to shade it nice and dark inside here. Look at this. Nice and dark up underneath here. It gets lighter and lighter as it comes down. Okay. Take your pencil, get it real dark in here. I'm going to get all the nooks and crannies. Get it dark inside here. Okay, dark up there. Now I'll take my paper stump, of course, and blend it even more. I'm going to go ahead, use the edge of my pencil here. Sometimes it's easier if you turn your paper to get this really dark underneath there. And then, whoa, I got to turn my trumpet upside down. Just take one swoop of my pencil and then come on through here. So I have to concentrate. You got me real quiet there for a second. Okay, I'm going to use the side of my pencil, get all that shaded in there. Woo! There we go, looking 3D. I want to get a little bit of shadow up inside here too, so watch this. I'm going to take my pencil, get it really dark up underneath, and we'll use our paper stump to blend it just a bit. Now, back over here, I'll go ahead and add a little bit more shading underneath here. And it's starting to look 3D now. Now I'm going to work on the window over on this far side, okay? So let's go ahead and darken in that wall. There's the wall. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just get the fun. And there actually a few little bumps give it some texture, like it's made out of brick or mortar. And then let's foreshorten the window, darken in that thickness. Remember the rule. The window, if the window's on the right side of the building, the thickness is going to be on the right side. So let's go ahead and draw the thickness, okay? And then darken it in really dark back behind there. Darken in that shadow. Go ahead and pull out just a bit on the camera. Let's take a look at the view. There we go. Let's move it down. Cool. There's our first window. Now, let's put the shadow inside here too. Take your pencil. Go ahead and shade it. Look at that. I get it really quiet when I'm concentrating. And then, let's go and take our stumpy or your finger. You can blend it with your finger. Let's blend that. I'm going to blend underneath the trumpet. Add some, look at, I'm just using the tone of the paper stump to tone in my little ribbon or my banner. See the banner back there? And I'll blend this back behind here. Blend a lot of that in the back of the banner. And inside here. Now wherever the light's coming from, we're going to be shading opposite that line. Okay? Now, I'm going to move it over so you can take a look. I'll tape it back up there. Now, always remember, where's the light coming from, and we're shading opposite that. All the way around here. To pull that out just a bit here. Oh, that's really coming together nice. I like that. Now comes the fun part. Let's repeat that. Your eye loves a repeated pattern, so we'll take this wonderful trumpet with the ribbon and the little drool. Let's do it again. So I'm going to move down to the next one, and we'll repeat it. Okay? So let's darken in I'll start with the ribbon here. Now this one, I have an idea. We'll do one flag here. We could put two banners here, maybe 3 on the bottom. Or you can follow the same one you did at the top. Totally up to you. Let's go ahead and curl it around here. Following that overlapping, following this line. Why don't you zoom in so I can show them how I'm going to do this. Right there is good. Watch why I do this. I'm going to curve above it. I'm going to curve that overlapping line. You can see the flag as it comes down. Remember the bottom of your box. Remember the box drawing that we have? Remember this? Remember this? The box and these directions that we... Look at the bottom of this box. See what I'm doing? Look at the bottom here. See this? This is the near corner. Bottom of the box. And look at the bottom here. I use those alignments, those alignment lines. This curves up and around, gets smaller. Turn the corner. Go ahead and this gets smaller as it moves away. Curve the end depending on how thick you want this banner. I'm going to have this banner coming down over here, curving around underneath there. Okay, peekaboo line here. Come up here, little peekaboo line. Following this line, draw that line. Following the line you just drew, going up, following the bottom of the box. Look at, and angle that one, going in that same direction. Isn't that cool? Okay, go ahead and pull out just a bit. Pull out of the picture just a bit here. And there you go. That's looking really cool. All right, now let's draw the foreshortened window. And then I'll put the thickness here. I'm going to go ahead and darken this in there. Coming across here, getting smaller. Comes over. Now watch this. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to draw this foreshortened circle at the end. And you can erase this line to clean it up a little bit if you want. And then go ahead and tuck it in. Let's go ahead and add some short and some long lines to announce the arrival of the king. The music's going crazy. Look at, we're having fun. We're repeating this pattern. Good practice for you. Very good practice. Really dark underneath here. It's going to get lighter and lighter as it comes down. You can use the side of your pencil or just scribble it like I'm going to scribble this one. Okay, a little shadow back here. Put your under shadow. I will use the edge of my pencil for here. And a little bit more down here. And then take it, I'm going to flip it upside down. It's easier for me to shade underneath here with one good swoop of my pencil lead if I get the angle just right. Coming across here. And then, while I have it upside down, I'll use the side of my pencil here for behind there, little there, little there. Got to shade it inside here too, see? It can be really dark. All right, let's flip it back around here. So look where this light's coming from up here, so it's going to be really dark up inside here. Then you blend it down with your finger or your paper stump. And then let's get our stomping going in on this one. Oops, let's put the thickness first over here on the side. Now the window's on the left side, so let's go ahead and put that thickness coming up here and darken in that thickness. That's that under shadow or that cast shadow. Looking very nice. And then we'll put the shadow on the inside of the window. Remember, if the window's on the right side, the thickness is on the right side. Blend this and blend this. Isn't that nice? Look, I'm going to blend this one here too. Very, very nice. Look at that. All across here. And we have that repeated flag right here. Isn't that great? Now here's your assignment. We got the first two started, all right? What I'd like you to do is I want you to finish this bottom one by yourself, all right? We got the first two started. In fact, I want you to draw two more windows. Look, if you have room, draw another one maybe above it and another one below it. Maybe draw 5 windows total with 5 trumpets, with shading, with the banners hanging from the trumpets. And maybe, oh, don't forget the drool. Very important to have some drool spitting out over here. And let's see if you can finish that all by yourself, okay? So finish 3 or 5 trumpets with the scrolls with music. Excellent job on this, the King's Trumpets, and I'll see you on the next lesson. Yeah.